Hello and welcome to your overview of the small donation scheme. On your dashboard, I just want to point out a couple of things. First of all, as you can see, there's still a zero total for April, and in the small donations panel over here, there is a total of £850.56. So bearing those in mind, we'll just click the link for small donations in the main menu. This opens up your main screen for entering small donations. In the top left you can see the usual header menu, and here we have a little icon to take you back to the top level of the dashboard here. Over on the right hand side we have the button bar featuring the new donation button and the print donation button. The print donation button, if you click it, basically prints out what you can see exactly on the table here on the screen. So if we click that once, just to show you a preview, that's exactly the table that you can see on your screen. And if we click the new donation button, it will add a new row for data entry above the previous donations, but we'll come back to that in a little minute. The grey information header across the top features various pieces of information. It shows you the donor name is set to GAD, just a default for entering small donations. Status is set to current. The start date is set to the start date of your current financial year, and your end date is set to a point in the distant future. The amount total is basically showing you that you can add up to this amount here. So the £8,000 that you can see here is an example of the maximum amount of small donations that you can add to your system. You can see here there's already been £850.56 added out of a possible 8,000, and the tax total is just a running total of how much tax you can expect to claim from your small donations that you have entered. So if we're adding a new small donation, we would click the new donation button like so. As you can see, it puts in a new row for data entry. The date here is defaulted to the most recent Sunday, and you can backdate this or you can put today's date in. You just can't set it to a date in the future. And so then we next add our donation, and it automatically calculates the tax, and then we can choose a fund and a method. So the method is of course a small donation. The two columns here are blank at the moment because this is for claim number and claim date, and as of yet none of these donations have been included on a claim. If they had been included on a claim, you wouldn't see these icons anymore here. You would in fact see a little set of scales to show you that it's been included in a claim. So if we decided for whatever reason that we didn't want to in fact add this donation, we can undo by clicking this button like that, and it just removes that row. But we do want to add it, so we'll just quickly put it back in. And the donation will only be saved after you've clicked the green Save Donations button down here at the bottom of the screen. Only when you click this will any changes you've made to this table be finalised. So we click that once. It takes us back out to our main dashboard. You can see this total is now increased by £100, and also the small donation total is incremented by £100. So going back in to look at small donations, the table that you can see in front of you, you can change this about slightly to produce specific reports. For instance, if you didn't want to see the claim columns, you could remove those, and then when you click print, those wouldn't be included on the report. And you can have any number of variations of how you want to toggle those columns on and off. If you can still see these buttons, it means that you can edit or delete a donation. So for example, if we wanted to edit the amount, say, of the donation that we've just added, just make your changes, and to save the changes, you would remember you've got to always click the green Save Donations button. But if you decide you don't want to go ahead with your change, you can simply click the undo. If indeed you have entered the donation and you wish to delete it, you can click the little red bin icon here, the delete icon. And what this does is it marks it for deletion, so it turns the whole row red. And again, you can undo that if you've made a mistake. But we're going to go ahead and delete it. So it's marked for deletion, and we go down and we click Save Donations. You can see that that total here is reverted back to 0, and again this is back down to 850 where we started. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to show you about the small donation scheme. There is more help available on the gov.uk website. I'll put the link in the information for the video. Thank you.